Hello, 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 my Facebook friends. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, guys. Grab your cup of coffee, come on in and join me this morning. I have an awesome little project I want to share with you today and also some exciting news. So come on in, let me get you pulled up on my iPad here. Say hello to me. I hope everyone has sun shining where you are because it is absolutely gorgeous finally in Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, it's been a long, long week of rain. Lots of rain, rain, rain. And this morning the sun is bursting forth in full force. It's just awesome. So come on in, hang out with me. Grab your cup of coffee, sit out on your deck or your porch. Oh, I am just so excited to be here this morning, and I can't wait to share with you guys this cute little project that anyone can do with the amazing Iron Orchid design products. So I'm going to give you guys a little background and then kind of bring you up to speed with what my plan is here going forward. So I am an official Iron Orchid Design stockist. What does that mean? I am one of only hundreds of stockists across the United States that carry Iron Orchid Design products. I have them on my website at theweatheredshed.com. So I'm pretty stinking proud of that. Iron Orchid Designs is comprised of two sisters that have created some amazing DIY home decor products and to enable you guys to make beautiful things for your home. And they are a very boutique-ish like product line, if you will. You can only get them through official IOD stockists, so I'm pretty stinking proud of that. And I'm fairly new. I have only been carrying their products since about, I think it was towards the end of last year or so when I jumped on board. So today we're going to be making one of several wall decor projects that is going to create this amazing gallery wall. So Iron Orchid Design published yesterday this amazing gallery wall that all of us stockists are learning along with you how to create. And this is one of the very first pieces, and it literally takes like a sheet of 1/2-inch sanded plywood that you can pick up at your local Home Depot. I will post a picture of the gallery wall that we're going to be producing over the next, I don't know how long, however long it takes the sisters to come out with the videos for us. And this one just got out like 2 days ago. So let me flip you guys down to my workstation and share with you the products that you need for this project. It's pretty straightforward, I think. We're going to be using I just had this board laying around. This is an 8.5 or about an 8x10 board. Just whatever board you got laying around, wood-wise would be fine. If you do the whole gallery wall, like I said, it's a 1/2-inch sanded ply, which means like a finished piece of plywood. I am using the Laurel decor mold, and you can see these are just beautiful. The detailing in these molds are amazing. I absolutely love these. So we're going to use the decor mold. We are also going to be using the Kindest Regards decor stamp. This is also available on my website. We are going to be using some paper clay or air dry clay, whatever clay you have or want to pick up. This is Iron Orchid Designs clay. I actually have this on order. It's back ordered at the manufacturer. We're going to be getting more in about the middle of the month, but it's amazing clay. But you can also pick up paper clay. This one is called Creative Paper Clay. You can get this right on Amazon, you guys. It works really, really well, as you're going to see. You're also going to need some cornstarch and some glue. This is the one that I recommend. This is Tight Bond Quick and Thick. This is fairly new, but it's awesome for crafting projects, you guys, because it dries a lot faster than your other normal wood glues. So we love this. And right now I was only able to find this at Ace Hardware or Lowe's. I'm gonna need a rolling pin, some paint, and we'll go through that as we go along. So come on in, sit back, relax, and have some fun as I dive into my project here, okay? So we're just gonna start with my board. I'm gonna set this stuff aside. Grab your coffee. I wanna make sure I have the camera in the right spot so you guys can see. Just tilt that a little bit. All right, I think that's pretty good right there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out my my clay. And again, this is just any type of air dry paper clay works really well for this project. I'm not quite sure like how big of a chunk I'm going to need to cover the surface, but I'm going to just start with, I think this size is probably pretty good for what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of get it warmed up here in my hand. Say hello as you come in, guys. Good morning, Julie. Julie, is the sun shining up by you guys? I hope so. So excited about the weather this weekend. Gonna get, Shabby Daddy and I are gonna get lots of yard work done today, which is gonna be a good thing. We had some mulch delivered, and we were only able to complete one of the flower beds with all of the rain that we had. So we need to get that done, the rest of them done today. So, all right, guys. So I am going to take a little bit of cornstarch and just sprinkle that on my clay to alleviate any sticking of the rolling pin, hopefully. Kind of similar to doing like dough, right, guys? When you're rolling out dough. Same concept. All right, so I'm just gonna take my rolling pin here. I'm just gonna start rolling out my clay. Like this. And I want to get it pretty thin. And let me see, how big are my laurels here? Okay. So the idea is to get your board fairly covered, a good segment of it, because we're actually going to be layering. We're going to be layering a few pieces of the mold. So, whoops. I think that's pretty good. I think that's where I want her right now. Let me see here. Just like that. Just like rolling out dough. It's awesome. It's awesome, awesome. All right. Okay, that's it. The next step, guys, is we are going to take our Kindest Regards stamp. I'm just leaving it on its backer sheet, guys, and I am just going to take, and I actually want to just scoop this out just a little bit more right here, like that. All right, we're just going to take and lay out our stamp here, like so, and we are going to press down. Press firmly all the way around on your clay. I am so stinking excited, you guys, about this gallery wall. I cannot even tell you, because I have the perfect wall in my living room to do this. So I am just dying to actually show you guys. I want to get both. I want to do both projects. I want to do this one and the other one that was, look at that. Oh, I love that. Isn't that cool? You guys see that? The impression that it left in here in the clay. So that is our step one. All right, so that is step one. And we're gonna leave that right there for now. Actually, no, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down right away. So I'm just gonna flip it over. I'm going to take my tight bond. One of the things I love about this, these guys were really smart. You guys know how the darn glue things always get clogged up? Look at this cute little lid that they've got. It has this slit in it. So it helps prevent that. I'm like, okay, somebody finally got smart. So you want to be fairly generous with your glue, guys. And I am just going to take a popsicle stick and I am going to just spread this around, making sure I get all the edges. Hey, Robin. Hello from Texas. Where are you in Texas? What area? Hello, Sheila from Tennessee. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Trish. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. I am so excited about these projects. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, I love all things IOD, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. So stinking cool. The things you can make is amazing. Amazing. And wait till you see when this is completed, because I encourage you to hang out with me because you are going to love this project. You are absolutely going to love this. Something different than your just average stenciling or anything like that. So it's really, really cool. All right. So there we go. I'm going to set my little popsicle stick aside here. Bryan, Texas, Central Texas area. Oh, cool. I am going to be down in Texas in, when are we going to be there? June-ish? June-ish time frame? Yeah, June in Dallas. All right, guys. So there you go. I'm just going to get my paper, my baby wipe the glue off my hands here. All right. So this is the very first step of our cool board. Isn't that neat? It's neat already, just like that. And if you painted this and did some glazing or paint wash in there, in the cracks and crevices, that would be cool in and of itself, just like that. All right, I'm gonna sit this aside because now we're gonna do our decorative elements here with our Laurel mold. This is called Laurel. Again, if you joined late, this is these molds and everything you see me using, the stamp set, are available on my website at theweatheredshed.com. So I am just putting a little bit of cornstarch, guys, in the mold. These are silicone molds, amazing silicone molds. They are food grade safe. So if you are into baking or candies, you can make amazing, amazing chocolates with these. You can make jewelry with these. It is just crazy, endless ideas with the molds. And there are several different designs available. We're just using the Laurel one today. Hello, Denise. You just tuned in, Catherine. I am making an amazing decorative wall decor using clay and molds and stamps from IOD. It is the first piece of several pieces for a gallery wall. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for more of those projects because I am going to be doing several, and I will label these videos in order so that you guys know that they're part of the gallery wall series, okay? Because like I said earlier, I'm following right along with our beloved IOD sisters, and I am going to be making a gallery wall. You guys will see it unfold for my living room wall. So it's going to be amazing. Shabby Daddy and I are going later this morning to get our piece of plywood and have it all cut down for all of my project sizes that I need. I'm hoping that I can do project number 2 tomorrow morning. We'll just see how things go. But so all I'm doing, guys, is I'm getting my air dry clay into the molds here, getting them all ready. Now, when you're putting these in the molds, I mean, you can just press it down with your fingers. The nice thing about these molds, this is a patented design, guys. You won't see this on any other silicone molds. This is a micro rim edge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but what that does is having that edge makes a clean finish when you pull out your mold, because you won't have those, those little flyaways on there. You will have a nice, clean, detailed edge of your clay creations. So it's pretty neat. And like I said earlier, this clay, you know what I used for the base here was a creative paper clay that you can get on Amazon. The Iron Orchid Design clay is currently on back order. I think I have one left available on my website, but it is on back order. They're expecting it to be in about, I think it was the 17th of May or so. So in the meantime, if you want to do this project, like I said, just get yourself some creative clay. You can get it at any hobby store. Now watch this. You can take a like a painter's plastic spatula, whatever you want to use to kind of clean off and push down your clay into the mold. I'm actually using, this is just one of the IOD applicator tools that comes inside of your decor transfers. I just happen to have that laying around, so that is what I'm using. But look at the edge, you guys. Look at that clean edge that you get because of that micro rim. Stinking awesome. I don't like dealing with those little flyaways because you either gotta pick them off with a sculpting tool, or you have to sand them away once the clay is dry. With this micro rim, you don't have to deal with any of that. You don't have to waste time. Time is valuable, right? I want to create and move on. Do the next creation. All right, so these are my first 2 elements. Now watch how stinking awesome this is because I put that cornstarch in there. Look at this. I'm just going to roll back my mold. They're just going to pop right out of here. Now this one, oh, got the little edge there. Hang on, guys. No worries, because I can just glue that. Look at that. So they roll right out of there. So those are my first 2 pieces. Stinking awesome. And then I always just use my clump of clay to clean up that excess that got outside there. I don't like to waste anything. So that's what I do. I just dab it on here to kind of pull up those little pieces, flyaway pieces somewhat. Like that. Okay, so those are the laurels that we need for our design. So I'm just going to slide those over here. And now we're going to use the little crown here, the crown element of the mold, and this bow right here. So I need to get some cornstarch into this one. The other day I was looking for my my basting brush. I have 2 of them. This is one, just a real cheapo one, but I have another one that's like a silicone brush. I couldn't find it. Well, lo and behold, it was out here in my garage. Kitchen tools make the best crafting tools, don't they? Oh my gosh. I'm like, where is that thing? Where is my basting tool? Well, it's out here. It's so funny. I mean, I have like a blender out here. I have spatulas. I have all kinds of things in the workshop here. But look at how easy this is, you guys. How easy. Isn't that awesome? Just slide that right across there. Get a nice flat back on there. Amazing. Is anyone excited or am I the only one? Okay, now I'm gonna do this little crown down here as well. So fun. Is anybody out there new to IOD? Have you ever used any of their products? And if you have used their products, what are your favorites? Or which ones are you most familiar with? I'd like to hear that because I'm always curious to know how familiar you guys are with the products. All right, so I'm gonna roll out my little crown, roll out my little bow here. Just like that. So cool. All right. Okay, so now I've got all my elements that I'm going to need for this project. All of my decorative elements. And then I just store my, my excess clay, guys, in a Ziploc. It keeps really well in here. The better the quality of the Ziploc, I think, the more airtight it is. So suggest that's what you use for storing. All right, so your next step is just to do your layout. So let me get this in the camera right. Pick up my little pieces here. So you're just gonna get your layout the way you want it. Okay. This is the piece that broke off, which I will just place right there. And I actually have some little sculpting tools. So I can literally just kind of hopefully poke that together. And one of the things, one of the cool, what do you call it? I guess features of the paper clay, guys, is that it will naturally crack when it dries. And I love that because you get this amazing effect that looks so aged. So this is what I'm doing, guys. Isn't that cool? You love your IOD molds, Dawn? You used the mermaids. Oh, I love the Sea Sisters. Yes, the Sea Sisters are amazing. So there you go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Are you guys kind of seeing what I'm doing now? Come into life. Isn't that cool? All right. So hello, Barbara. Sheila loves the stamps. Bonnie's excited. Yay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get glue on these elements now, guys. Glue, glue, glue. Got to get them all glued up. Glue, glue, glue. And again, you can use that popsicle stick to moosh around that glue, making sure you get your edges on your laurels. You guys, isn't it just, it just dawned on me, I'm sitting here going, I'm watching myself in the camera and I'm going, isn't this stinking cool how we have this technology to be able to do this with one another across the miles? Oh my gosh, my folks, if they were here, would be blown away. They just would never believe that I am on the internet showing people all this cool stuff. So blessed. I'm so blessed. It's so amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here. Oops, my little piece does not want to hang on there, but it'll be fine because he will be glued down. So I'm just gonna slide this where I want it. And do the same with this side. Like so. And the nice thing about this glue too, guys, is it dries clear. And I believe, yes, it's paintable, which is really key for when you're doing crafting, right? So the glue is perfectly paintable. All right, so how does that look? Let me flip it over. This side could go up probably a tad. Got to turn it around to look at me so I can get this lined up first, guys, and then you guys can have the other view. And it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. You can just, however you choose to do it. No right or wrong. Creative freedom. That's what I love about crafting and creating, is you can take whatever liberty you want and do whatever you want to do. Right? Freedom of expression. All right, so my little bow here, I'm gonna get some glue on it. So what does everybody have planned for their day today? I told you earlier, Shabby Daddy and I are gonna do a lot of yard work since we finally have an opportunity. And you guys should see how stinking long our grass is. Truly, spring is here. Orioles were seen this morning, so I need to get my butt out and get some grape jelly and some oranges so I can feed them and enjoy their beautiful splendor. All right, so that's that. And then my little crown. Oops, get my comments over here again. Let's see, what are you guys doing? Oh, thanks, Barb. It's really, you know, I'm just following the instructions of somebody else, just like you guys will be doing with me. So, I wish I came up with this idea, but I can't claim it. It's definitely our great IOD sisters that came up with all this cool stuff. And I love it because it just is the beginning of, it just helps you as a creator to get your juices flowing, you know, when you see all the endless possibilities that there are with the product. That's the part that I love. Let me read your comments for a second here. Sheila says, I must get the molds. Yes, the molds are amazing, Sheila. And wait till you see all the different ones. You're going to go crazy. And think about this, guys. You can make these and put these on furniture too. I have done several pieces of furniture where I've added the decor molds you talk about bumping up a plain Jane piece of furniture with decorative elements. That's the way to do it. Bonnie got the stamps and transfers. Next, the molds. Yes, the molds are addictive. I just want project after project. Can't get enough. I want them all. I know. Julie's going to do yard work, watch Kentucky Derby crafting, baseball. There's a lot going on today, isn't there? Going to a wedding. Oh, I hope the weather is nice where you are, Carol. House cleaning for a dinner party tomorrow. Ooh, it's Cinco de Mayo tomorrow, right? Painting and crafting. You have rain again, Sheila? Ugh. Well, hopefully it'll be passing through and the sunshine will be on its way to you, my dear. Okay, so that is where we are at. I'm going to make sure I put this awesome little lid inside of here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to Just hit this with a blow dryer real quick, just for a couple seconds here. And then I'll show you guys the next step. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, one of the things I love about the paper clay is I will most likely wake up tomorrow morning and go check on this project, and my background clay may have cracked. My Laurels may have cracked. It is a really, really cool look. So I love it. So my next step, guys, is I'm just taking some chalk mineral style of paint. This happens to be Dixie Belle. And where is my fluffy? I love using a chippy brush. Yes, I'm painting this while it's wet. And the reason I love the chippy brushes is they are very light and feathery. There's not any dense bristles. So therefore, it will not harm your clay and take away from your detailing on your clay, which if you used like a regular paintbrush, it would probably diminish some of that detailing in there, and we don't want that. So I'm just painting this. This is an off-white color. You literally can do whatever you want, whatever color you want, fits with your home decor. You could do... you could paint this gray if you wanted and do a white wash over top. You could do black and do a white wash. You know, whatever floats your boat. There's no right or wrong to this. So whatever matches your home decor. I'm just staying neutral. This is probably going to go up in my kitchen, underneath my cabinets, because it's a perfect size for that. So the only downside with the chippy brushes, as you guys may or may not know if you've used them before, is they do lose bristles, which, you know, you just got to pick them out as you go along. But other than that, I don't mind them at all. I love them for these kinds of projects. So I'm just kind of swirling, getting in the cracks of the cracks on the clay, the detailing. Just like so. Kindest Regard, you guys, is an amazing stamp because you can use it. I use it a lot just for things like this, background, as a decorative element, background element. So let me throw some ideas out at you. Stamping behind a transfer, an IOD transfer. It's great. You have that font behind there, and then you apply one of the beautiful floral transfers over top. Amazing. I've done that several times. Kindest Regard is just so versatile for those things as a backdrop. Just like it's being used here in this clay project. So you can see my lettering is still there, perfectly fine. And then you're going to see what I'm going to do to it that's really going to make it pop. When I get done here with this part. Any questions for me? Questions on this or any other IOD products, shoot away. We have decor transfers that are basically rub-on. Amazing decor transfers. Full color. We have paintable ones. We have soft black. We have a few that are just strictly white. various sizes, either 11, most of them are 11 by 14, or you can get the big, huge floral ones are 24 by 33. We have many different stamps. The stamps are absolutely amazing. And not only can you use the stamps with paint and ink, guys, but they have also been used in cake decorating. I've mentioned this several times. If you don't follow the Cake Duchess, you need to follow the Cake Duchess. She uses a lot of iron orchid design stuffs in her cakes, and they are stunning. I wouldn't want to even cut into one of those beautiful cakes. They are just a piece of artwork. Absolutely amazing. Just stinking amazing. Gorgeous, gorgeous cakes she makes with the molds and the stamps, and she stamps into her fondants. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. So if you know somebody that does baking, you know, you can tell them about this product, because it really will take them, they will stand out from all the rest using these products. Hey, Julie. So I saw your message, Julie. I was just getting ready to do this live, so I will reach out to you when I'm finished here, my dear. I'm so excited. All right. Hey, Judy. Judy watching from Ohio. Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so we're getting there. We are getting there. I know it's probably hard to see at this point on the camera because everything is white. But soon that will change. So I'm just gonna, just trying to get the edges of my board here. I'll just turn this around, get the bottom. Can you guys see? I'll hold it up even closer so you can kind of see the texture in there. May not look like much, but you just wait. Hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Because it is going to be cool, believe me. It's going to be so cool. All right. And I probably, because I'm just so stinking excited, I could have done this in a couple phases. I could have waited for this to dry, the clay to dry, and then done the painting tomorrow. But yeah, I'm too excited, so I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna hit this with a blow dryer. Hi, Sherry. No, I did not cut the paint with water. I just used a Dixie Belle. You can use any type of chalk or mineral style paint for this. The reason I love the chalk style paint is that it dries very fast, as you will see. And because I'm speeding up this whole process, you guys would let the clay dry. You'd let the clay dry overnight and then do your painting. But I'm just speeding this up for the sake of educating here. So. Or if you're like me and you don't want to wait, you can do what I'm doing, and it works. So either way. Either way. Okay, so you guys can see I'm touching here. I can see now some of the white of the clay that I did not get covered with paint. So I'm just going to put a little on those areas. All right, it's actually almost dry already, you guys. The paint itself is almost dry. It's amazing, amazing. We're watching paint dry together, you guys. Oh, we are watching paint dry. Yes, it really is. It really is an activity watching paint dry, right? Oh, goodness. Okay, so next step. I have to wipe my nose because I don't know if it's allergies or what, but my sinuses have been terrible lately. All right. Judy, this is Iron Orchid Design Products. So now you guys can see up close and personal. I'll let the camera focus. Look at that. Isn't that stinking awesome? Okay, so this is all dry now, you guys. The paint is dry, so I feel okay to move on to the next step, which is I am going to make a paint wash. Why do I want to make a paint wash? Any guesses? Judy, I carry these Iron Orchid Design products on my website at theweatheredshed.com. All right, so here's the next step, guys. I'm going to scoot this over. To get in the grooves, you got it, girl. That's why I'm making a paint wash. So I am just taking some regular old acrylic paint. You guys can get acrylic paint pretty much anywhere. Yes, to make the details stand out. You guys got it. So I am using a burnt umber, which is just a very dark chocolatey color. I'm just putting a blop of that in there in my cup here. I'm going to hit it with some water. Probably about 2 to 1 ratio. Again, taking a chippy brush, just mixing it up in here. I can already tell I'm not going to have enough probably. Well, we'll see how I do. Usually goes a long ways, so we'll see. All right, so let me get this into the camera again. Make sure you guys can see. And I'm actually going to see if I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see even better. Okay, super. Is that good, guys? Can I see some thumbs up? All right, so I have my wet paper towel handy for wiping away, and I am just going to start here. You guys can see good. Okay, I'm just gonna start up here with my wash, like so. And you do wanna make sure that you get into all of those, the detail of the lettering. Look at that. I love it already. Get your sides. Just gonna do a small section at a time, guys. Okay, just start lightly wiping it away, like so. You can leave it on as heavy or as light as you want. And you'll see, you know, the thing that's great about why you want to use the chalk style paint, guys, is again, that paint adds lots of texture to your board. Texture that your paint wash can cling into and give you this kind of detailing. If you use just a regular like latex, it would lay down too smooth. and not give you this nice, cool, vintagey look that this gives you. Look at that. See all the texture in your boards? It just picks up so much. I mean, it looks so amazing. So amazing. And you just keep going down your board, and again, taking off as much as you want. Maybe there's some areas you want to wipe back a little more than others just to give it visual interest. It really is just all personal preference. Okay, there's really, again, no right or wrong. Creative freedom. Just like that. And you only want to do a small section at a time, guys, because you don't want it to dry too fast on you that you can't get it wiped away the way you want it. You know what I mean? So, can dab, can wipe. Isn't this going to be amazing when it dries? It is just truly a piece of art. And how long have I been on, guys? Almost an hour. I just love this. It's so therapeutic too to be able to get instant gratification like this. It's amazing. And what will happen now is when this cracks away, when it cracks tomorrow, there's just going to be another element of interest, visual interest, because, you know, some of that white clay will be peeking through. It'll just be cool. And you could, you know, again, probably go over it with the wash if you wanted. You didn't like that, but I think this is going to be simply amazing. Simply amazing. Isn't that cool, you guys? Look at that. You guys love it? Oh, I'm so glad. So glad you love it. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get up this morning so I could do this project with you guys. When I saw the IOD sisters do it, I'm like, okay, that's it. I have got to have a scrap piece of wood. I'm not waiting to go to the Home Depot to get any. I'm going to find something and make it work because I wanted to do this with you guys this morning. So stinking cool. So cool. It is so awesome. And I maybe want a little bit more in here. My impression of the, when I pressed down the stamp, I didn't get as deep of an impression in here, but that's okay. Again, it just is, it's a variety. Variety in your piece to the look. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is just so beautiful. I'm just going back over this area a little more. Isn't it stinking cool? Oh, don't mind that. That is the that is the driveway doorbell. Somebody's coming on my driveway. It's probably my dogs running around out there. Every once in a while they go down too far, even though we have the electric fence, in-ground fence. Naughty kids. Naughty kids. Shabby Daddy's out there playing around with them, so that's probably what they're doing. All right. I think that is where I want it, guys. Isn't that cool? Holy buckets. Holy buckets. Let me hit that with a blow dryer again. You guys love it? Isn't it amazing? Oh my goodness. I want to whip out a whole bunch more. So stinking cool, right? Holy cow. Holy cow, you guys. Look at that. Oh, that is goodness right there. I don't care what anybody says. That is goodness right there in the making. An amazing project in under an hour, and that was with me talking in the beginning for a few minutes, you guys. I don't know. I can't even say anything else. It's just so cool. So stinking cool. So if you guys want to know anything else about the products, I'll go over it again. Let me just recap. We use the Laurel decor mold. We used the Kindest Regard decor stamp. Sorry about the dinger, guys. We used the paper clay or air dry clay. Amazing, 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 right? And paint and a board. So if you guys have any questions, post them. I will make sure that I check for any questions that you may have. And again, you can find everything on theweatheredshed.com. If something does go out of stock, I will open it up for back orders. So you can still get an order in for things for when they do come back in. Okay, guys? Thanks. Have a great Saturday, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine. Love you all. Bye-bye.